Hey there, and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi. So in this video, as you can already see the title, it is "You only rise when you fall." Now you will say that I have heard this quote so many times in many Google images, in WhatsApp groups, or from your friends in many videos as well. But here I'm going to share a little different perspective about this particular quote, or how I inspect my day-to-day life when I have some kind of setback or a failure. So that is what I'm going to share in this video with you all. So let's get started. Okay. Now the very first thing, that you only rise when you fall, is something that we have been hearing since a long time and saying it everywhere. But now let's start with the example. So if you are someone who invests in stock market, right, or is doing cryptocurrency and all that, right? Now, as you see in that as well, now you might already have got idea where this conversation or this point might go into. But the stock market only goes up when it has fallen once, right? So when it falls, you learn something from that and you invest at that particular right time, and then when it rises up again, you gain the benefits of it. So what do I understand, or what we should understand from this thing is, when you have a setback or when you are failing, it's not something that is bringing a stop point over there for you, or it is not the finish line of any race, but it is something where it is, you can call it is a checkpoint where you gather all your learnings again and get back into the race. So when we play, many times when we play online games or racing games or many, there are checkpoints in that games. So consider your these setbacks or these failures as the checkpoint of your life. That is one checkpoint where you have reached. Now there you have that setback, you have that failure, you have to learn from it and start running in the race again. Because if you start focusing on the problems that you are having or the failures you are having, you will remind yourself more about it. So this is something that I've read in the Secret book as well, and this is the principle that I follow. The more positive or the more good things that I want in life I think about, that will grow more in my life. But the more I focus on the problems, on the setbacks or on the failures that I have, be it not clearing an exam, be it not achieving a target that you have. So there are multiple things that we might fail at. But now reminding yourself of your failures and not the successful achievements that you have in your life will always keep you behind everyone. It's not that you have to compete with someone else, but you have to compete with your own failures. This race we are in, or these checkpoints we are there, they are for our own selves, not for someone else, or if someone else is going to come in that checkpoint or not. For you, maybe clearing an exam might be a success or a failure. For someone, getting a good job role might be success or a failure. So there, the definition of failure and success is different for everyone. But what we have to realize is, failures is not something as a finish line of a race. It is a checkpoint of a race. Reach there, improve yourself, gather all the information, gather all the learnings that you have from that particular scenario or that particular situation that has happened in your life, and move ahead. So start ticking the checkpoints. When you clear a checkpoint, it is marked that you have completed this much part of your life, right? So that is the reason what you have to do is, consider your all setbacks and failure as the checkpoint. Now, if you have never done that before, I do it usually every time I have a setback or I fail at doing something. But if you haven't done it, take a book and a pen, right? Write down your failures that you think as per yourself. For someone, it might not be a failure. For someone, it might be success only what you did, right? So what you have to do is take a book and a pen, right? Write down your failures. Now, after that, you write down all the failures on your one page. Start writing the learnings that you could have from that failure and implement it when something you are doing further. This will help you to analyze yourself. This will help you to inspect your life. Now, this series of videos that I'm making in is about life inspection, right? How we can inspect our day-to-day life, how we can grow by inspecting our own self. So these are a lot series of videos which are going to come along with the vlogs that you see on the channel. Right, so take a book and pen, write down all your setbacks and failures as per you. Start writing the learnings you could have from that failures, or what something you could have done different, maybe studied more, maybe developed some skills to get a better job, or maybe created good content to gain more followers, anything. It can be anything. It's not something I'm restricting to a particular point, right? So it can be anything. Start writing down this, start writing your learnings, and then see how positive you feel and how you realize the importance of you only rise when you fall. So I hope this video was helpful, and maybe it might help you in your day-to-day life inspection or an overall inspection of your life, and you could grow more as a better person, as a positive person, and focus more on your success rather than your failures. Thank you for watching the complete video. See you in the next video.